Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome into today's video. This is the Meta Movement, and I have a special guest with me today. I'm not going to tell you who it is right now, though. But we're going to do a collective reading for the Dark Feminine. I do have some reading specials for you if you guys want to connect and get some insight on your life. But let me know where you guys are coming from right now. I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. It's beautiful and hot out, and they just mowed my lawn, so I'm a little late to my live. But I'm glad you're here, so say hi in the comments. Tell me where you are from. I have a couple decks to shuffle, and we're going to do a collective reading for you. Minnesota and Southern California. We have Maryland. So I'm going to be traveling in a couple weeks. I'm going to be mobile, completely mobile. I will not have a stationary home. And the ever unfolding rose just came flying out from the wind. Hi, Tennessee in the house. Hello. I'm going to be going through Tennessee. I would love to go through Tennessee with my, we have an RV, so I know the terrain is probably a little too much for the camper now that I think about it. No, I was making sure my microphone was on and I heard it, so I was like, okay, great, my microphone's on. Hello from Canada. Hey, Katie, how are you? Well, I'm originally from Maine. I was born in Maine. Where were you? Are you from here? Are you from Florida?
No, New York.
New York. Yeah. Okay, so hi guys. How does Mark really feel about you? Well, today we're going to do a dark feminine reading for you guys. And I have a fellow psychic with me, Jess Love Tarot. Tarot by Jess Love. Wow, the delay is not that bad.
Yeah, it's not.
How's your box, Katie? How's your box? How are you doing with it? Like, are you using some of the crystals? Thanks so much for joining, guys. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium, intuitive life coach. And I help you with your psychic abilities. I lead you through this awakening. And today we're going to do a reading for the dark feminine. And let me explain to you guys what the dark feminine is, because I know we all know what the divine feminine is. The divine feminine is a very pure, loving, natural, creative, sensual energy. And the dark feminine is basically the ideas and the parts of the divine feminine that we have kind of kept hidden in the shadows because of society or societal norms or fears. We may have, we have a lot of healing to do. And the dark feminine is the healing. It's the healings of the pieces and parts of your personality that are within the shadows. And, what we're trying to do is discover our truth of who we really are. And that is by taking away, layers of our onion or layers of our rose, until we get to the core of who we are. Help. You're like, help, I'm lost. Let's get into it. Okay. So they're like, let's get into it. Okay. So I'm going to face the ground for a little bit, and we're going to try to definitely get to your comments. But we're going to face the ground so you can see our cards, and go ahead and comment. I'm going to see if I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put my microphone like in the middle of us. Hopefully that you can still hear me.
Should I see how it sounds?
Yeah, can you still hear me? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, they can hear.
Okay, let's do this without losing the camera. Okay, we are kind of like in between those boxes, right? Oh, let me just...
Okay, I'll have to turn that down.
All right, does that work? Okay, guys, perfect. Everyone's like, we can hear you.
Okay. Yep, I can see. Where's my line? Right there. There's the microphone. All right, we're good.
Okay, great. So my name is Katie Maike, and we have Tarot by Jess Love here.
Hello.
She just happens to be my neighbor.
I'm lucky.
So we're going to do a reading for the Dark Feminine and anything that's going to come up that the Dark Feminine needs to know, areas of your life you need to focus on, or what you can expect, I guess, from 2022. All right.
All right. 3 cards each, or how are we going to do it?
Whatever you feel, girl. Whatever.
Right. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Can you start?
Yeah. Okay. So, wow, the 3 of Swords. Okay, so like heartbreak, like getting through that like really dark, you know, like our, how do I say it? Like just healing. I don't know. This just seems healing. Like you're healing that dark feminine. Like that is what I'm feeling from that.
Well, look at how dark the woods are.
Yeah.
And how like red the heart is. And I feel like we are shedding things that we once felt like our heart was into. And now we realize, like, I don't like doing that. I don't really love doing this. And it's like, look, it's like ripping the pieces out of your heart. That's not your, like, your authentic self. Yeah, so this is kind of oddly, disgustingly, like, visual of, I feel like, what we're going to be doing.
Oh, yeah,
tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. You're so much better at tarot than I am.
So with the Knight of Pentacles, I just see you, like, wherever you go, you're just abundance follows. I feel like as we're healing and peeling away the layers that aren't our authentic selves, like you said, like, to the core, we're going to be, like, leading a new way of being, you know, like a new way for abundance to follow, confidence, I think definitely goes with this. And then it goes into the King of Cups, which is like confidence over your emotions, you know? So I definitely feel like it goes with it because then you got, you know, and then especially this one with the emotion, the flow, and getting into that meditative state, you know, I think I see it.
Yeah, anytime that I think in order for us to shed these pieces of us, like during this year, and really discover who it is that we are. Because I know that when we start this journey, we're like, okay, I love myself, but maybe I don't love this part about myself. Like, I don't love that I scream at my children. Yeah. Like, I don't like that.
I don't like that.
So what do? Do I come to terms with that? Or do I figure out why I'm doing that? And I think the answer is, like, let's ask why. And meditation is definitely going to get us to that place, and we have to keep going back and back and back. Like, what does yelling serve me? Why? Who yelled before me? Who taught me how to do this? Like, maybe it was their trauma that you just inherited, and now you need to shake it off. You need to get rid of it because that's not really you. You have no reason to yell. You have no trauma from it except for your mother or your father, and you can release that.
And then once you peel off those layers, like especially like you said, like meditate, you get into that flow state. And I think that's what the Cups tells us too, is the emotions, you're getting to that flow state by healing, for sure.
Okay, so I don't know how to say this. Varapatra.
Varapatra. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll show you what this card is. Okay. And this means out of confusion, a clear and progressive pathway is opening up for you. It is an auspicious time to give generously of yourself to others, enriching the quality of your connections, expressing spiritual blessings of goodwill and encouragement from your heart. A powerful blessing is entering your world. A prayer is now being answered in a beautiful way. Spirit gives freely and generously of all good things, and the task of humanity is to learn how to receive it. The key to receiving is an open, surrendered, generous, and trusting heart. So I think this is definitely like goes with your Knight of Pentacles. Like when we do the work, I think even part of the work of this year is knowing that we deserve more. It's knowing that our life was meant for more.
Absolutely.
And stepping into our power of knowing that, like, you can say you deserve it But, like, are there blocks that are keeping you from it? Are there
Right.
programmings that you need to uncover and dig up?
Absolutely.
Because you can't just rewrite on top of it. It's not like a tape recorder, you know?
Yeah.
If you don't record over a certain section in that tape, if you don't hit record and you're quiet, you're still going to play that in the back. It's still going to play if you replay that tape.
Exactly. So that's why you have to peel the layers away. And, like, it's painful. It's painful to release those things you thought were your beliefs and your you know, your identity. So it is painful to, you know, it's like a thing, but it's, the more it hurts, I feel like the more you release. Because that pain's there. It's not just, you know, showing up. It has to be healed.
So these 3 cards just came out, and I think I can show you these on camera. Okay, so we have curiosity, trust, and trickery. Okay, so these are areas that... These are areas of our lives that I think that are going to be the most prominent. Now, like, I'm not going to lie, I have been doing a lot of divine or dark feminine readings, and trickery has come up so much in almost every reading I do, and I feel like it's more of like an awareness of what we've been tricked into, not just like in society, but even as a role, in roles.
Yeah.
You know, like the idea of the mother puts on certain expectations that take away from the self, you know, and we really have to examine how those roles like change us and how we can go back. Like, we don't have to think like that makes us, is that's what we have to hold on to our whole lives.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yep.
We also have trust.
Trust in yourself.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with trusting ourselves is that there was a point in time where we had spoken our truth to someone who didn't want to hear it, who didn't want to hear what we had to say, and we were shut down. And it's maybe even repeatedly shut down to where we started to second guess our intuition. We started to guess it. And the only way that we have been told that we have it is mother's intuition.
Yeah.
And that's...
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's, again, we're like, okay, well, you have it, but it's only because you're a mother. And that's a role that you need to fall into.
Yeah.
And it's really about breaking away and trusting, like, what we feel inside. Yeah. We are not just this. We are not just this.
Exactly. We're not just this. And trusting yourself, that unlocks a whole new door of potential because you fully trust that you know exactly what you're doing is what you need to do.
Right. I mean, to the outside, like, I just have to say, no matter what, no matter how insecure I feel, everybody looks at me with like that I have confidence doing what I do. Even if I don't know what I'm doing, I just do it.
Right.
And to the outside world, everyone has to know that. Like, to the outside world, they don't all feel the same insecurity. They may just feel that you are confident because you're putting it out there. Because you're at least trying.
Right.
I mean...
I know exactly what you mean. Like, see someone, you're like, oh, you're really confident. And then they're like, but I'm not really. But I just did it, you know?
Yeah.
And I hear that a lot. I just did it. Well, trusting in yourself goes with that.
So, this next one is curiosity. So, I think that this is triggering me right now to where I wanted to try new things or do things, or like, even if you want to go, you see 4 rocks in your yard and you want to jump across them. And when you do it, you get yelled at, like, be careful. You know, like, I feel like our curiosity was hindered by fears.
Yeah.
A lot of fears from our parents.
Fear-based.
Mm-hmm. You know, whether we wanted to go try new things, like, I want to go rock climbing. Oh no, you'll kill yourself. Like, that's too dangerous. You're not going to go. And, you know, like, or that kept...
I want to go in the ocean. No, sharks will eat you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Like, it may have been like a laziness from the parent. Like, I don't want to go watch you in the ocean. So they made up some type of fear-based parenting to allow them to sit in their comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I do feel like a lot of us have hindered our curiosity. And I feel like in 2022, it's really going to be like, open the doors to your fucking curiosity. Who gives a shit if somebody says it's real? Who says you're supposed to do it a certain way? I mean, when I got into this profession, like, as a profession, I guess, as a group of people who did this, you know, like, there were still limitations. There was still, like, a box of, like, what you're allowed to do and not allowed to do. And I was fucking baffled that that I felt like I was teaching that in that was still there. It was still present.
That's crazy.
You know, there's limitations everywhere, and I think we just have to keep stepping out and stepping out. Look at this picture. They're like they're letting it out of that box.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the skulls, like, that are being let out of that box. You know, those are probably very powerful things, and they've been made to look like they were bad, and they're not, and we need to let them out. And, you know, just because we would have a fit of rage to defend ourselves, I mean, what are we allowed to do societally that doesn't label us as crazy or going backwards, you know, in time? I mean, this stems from, there was a video I saw on TikTok, actually. I think I told you about this, where the idea of, oh my gosh, help me with this. It was the one where the guy was making his wife look crazy because he couldn't divorce her. It was illegal to divorce her unless he could make her look crazy. Oh, it's, gaslighting. Yeah, so what he was doing, where it came from is in this video, where it came from was he would light the gas a little bit higher every day. Like, one day, light it, and she would be like, did you lighten it up in here? And he would be like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. And the next day he'd lower it really low, and he'd pretend like he was reading, like he could read the newspaper really fine, and that she was crazy, that something was going on with her. And he did it for so long that she actually, like, flipped out on him. And when she did, that's when he, like, turned her over and was able to, like, divorce her.
Wow.
And this is a really old movie. I can't remember the name of it, but that's where the term gaslighting came from.
Wow. But
I feel like our peaks of curiosity, I don't even know how I got on that tangent, but our peaks of curiosity of what we are made to think, you know, like, we can defend ourselves. We have to realize, like, when there's trickery in people's words to get us to do what it is they want, and then when we realize it, like, and put up boundaries, we have to realize that those boundaries are going to create triggers in other people. And we're going to be called names. We're going to be called crazy, but we can't internalize them. We have to realize that those are projections of other people's pain.
Yep,
like,
absolutely.
As we heal others.
Yep. That's why we say, as we heal the world.
Oh, let's keep going.
All right. I'll pull some more. Black Moon Lilith mystery. Releasing that.
Lilith is the energy of the dark feminine.
Oh, yeah. You're damn right it is. And look at this.
North Node, our life's purpose.
Life's purpose.
This is our life's purpose.
This is our life's purpose right here.
If you were, being born in this era, this is the important era to be born in.
Literally everyone is living their purpose right now, no matter what they're doing. It's like, you're already doing it. By changing.
That's it. All you have to do is, like...
Yep. Just a quick... I'm just going to do it differently.
Allow your curiosity, trust yourself, and eliminate where other people are manipulating you into thinking that you're doing something that you want to do, or into doing other things that take away from yourself.
Yep. That's... Oh, no
Transformation.
Way. No way. I got that today. I took a picture of it too. Yeah.
Transformation. So this is like the divine feminine, deep feminine healing.
Deep healing.
Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. And you know what? If people are watching this, who knows when the heck people are going to watch this. I'll upload this to YouTube later, but this is insane, because a lot of people are like, well, I'm not doing anything now, but why do I feel this urge? Why do I feel this urge to do this? And it's because we're all fucking doing it before you, and we're pulling you in too. You know how we all sync our periods? Yeah. Like, energetically? Like, we're doing it. Like, we don't need those damn apps. Like, get off those apps. Someone's probably tracking your period. Anyway.
Yeah.
Side note. So... we can communicate on a cellular level. You guys, you know that. We know that.
Look.
Mercury. We are in Mercury.
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Mind.
Our mind. So, what does this mean? The number 3. What does number 3 mean? Creativity and joy. So, I mean, that kind of goes with curiosity.
It definitely goes with curiosity. That's why I was like, I feel it's more towards this one.
Yeah.
Like, opening the mind. 3 is creativity, opening that parts of you that when your mom told you no, or it's too dangerous, like you said, and you just do it. Like,
just try it.
Just try it.
Just shave your head.
Yeah. Just shave your head. You know?
Her mom was like, no, don't bleach your hair. So I bleached my hair. Mom was like, no, don't shave your head. So I shaved my head. You gotta try it.
Yeah.
Get it out. You only live once, right?
I know.
Awakened awareness.
Ooh.
Awakened
No way.
awareness. Look at that, guys.
Wow.
Like, this is a huge, huge, huge transformation. I'm gonna continue, excuse me, I'm gonna continue to do, like, I have an eclipse lunar moon reading for the dark feminine right now on my YouTube channel, which is called the Meta Movement, and that's all linked in my bio. And I don't know, maybe Jess and I will do more of these readings. Maybe we'll, what do you want to upload? We could probably upload this to your channel too. Like,
oh yeah, that would be fun.
And snipfeed.co/Jess Love, JESSLOVE. That's Jess's Snipfeed. And what do you have? Some specials going on right now for readings?
Yeah, $2.22 for 2-minute readings.
Woo! So Jess opened her website this month, right? This month? It's been about a month?
Yeah, April.
Okay.
It was like right at the end of April.
Okay, cool. And so she's running some specials if anybody would like some readings. I actually have $22 readings available through the link in my bio.
2222.
And mine is snipfeed.co/Katie Maike. And let's go. I feel like I want to draw one more card from this. So this, like, awakened awareness. I also feel like it's awareness around, like, what is in your life. I just got this download about awareness of, like, the things in your life too. Like, I get, like, simplify everything. Systems, simplify systems, you know, like, and that might even be, like, simple things as, like, redoing how you shop your groceries. It could be how you send your kids to school or not. Like, it could be daycare situations. It could be work situations. Like, is it easier to work at home and watch my kids at the same time? Like, maybe. You know, like, simplify things. Is it easier to, like, if we both work at home, we can have one vehicle and only make one car payment? Like, wow, yeah, that makes more sense. Now we can both work $500 less a month. Yeah. You know, plus the insurance. You know, just start to simplify things, like everything. That's what I'm getting is, like, what else is coming to mind? I mean, I think some of you may even need to start with the ideas of, like, if you have cable, get rid of that shit. Like, you don't need cable.
You don't need cable.
Like, I got rid of Wi-Fi, and my kids, like, have learned to, I mean, we watch movies, and my kids have kind of, I honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, when we moved here and we couldn't have internet, like, it was a piece of shit when we lived here, I was like, oh my god, how are my kids gonna do this with no Wi-Fi? This is insane. And I realized, like, they went to play outside. That's why my kids play outside every second of the day, is because they have no Wi-Fi. And but, like, I can still do my work to a degree. You know, I might walk to your house one day to upload some readings, but like, you know, it just might take a little longer. Or we might go to Target that has Wi-Fi. But I mean, there's ways of cutting things out of your life.
For sure.
Clothing.
I know. I've gotten rid of 3 bags.
Don't you wear the sacral chakra? All right, guys, sacral chakra work. Oh, listen, although you're going to be doing a lot of different types of meditations and maybe some root chakra all the way up to your heart chakra, maybe you're going to be working on your whole friggin' chakra, but I do feel like sacral chakra is always going to be that connection to, like, I mean, that's the yin and the yang energy. That's the balance of masculine and feminine. I feel like the dark feminine is the balanced masculine feminine. That's the dark feminine, because society is like, nope, don't, like, it's almost like a shame to, like, if you shave your head, then you look like a boy, or if you have facial hair, then you look like a male. It, like, takes away your femininity. You know what I mean? Like, right. But I think we have to find peace in, like, and femininity, like, is not in a look or a
right. Exactly. And, like, you pulled sacral chakra.
Yeah.
And then I got increased love, heart chakra.
And Venus.
Yeah.
Powerful Venus energy.
That's crazy.
Oh. All right. So I'm just going to show you this card because it was right on top. It says deep replenishment. Okay. So I feel like whenever we might feel overwhelmed by things, in life, that is okay. I feel like we just need to just kind of like soak back into the things that do make us feel good. And if we don't know what that is, then maybe that's the journey we need to be on.
Exactly.
To find what that is.
SJ's on.
Oh, let's see. All right, I'm going to turn this up. Hello. Hi, guys.
You want to do readings and see if we get the same thing like you do, and I'll just see him.
Okay, sure.
Just to see, let's see what happens.
Okay. All right, so we'll do some readings. You guys want to do some readings? Let me set this stuff up here and get my decks back in order. Oh, I show you. Oh, yeah. I do need this, don't I? Hello, how are you? How are you? Welcome in. Ooh, so I mean, I wasn't able to interact a little bit with you guys, but I'm back. Who's ready for readings? That's right. Who? Let's get ready to rumble. All right, let's do that. Let's just do some readings, okay? I do have a special available. It's $22 for a reading, and we'll do readings live right now. But if you want to jump the gate or jump the line, you can book through the link in my bio. If you're interested in hanging out with me on Patreon, that's also up in the link in my bio. Okay, you'd love a reading, Allison. Okay, let's do an energy reading for you, Allison. Do I do readings for the UK? Well, I don't think it matters where you live, does it? I don't think so. I don't know. I can still reach you. Like, okay, Allison, what do you need to know right now? Okay, so I'm being told, like, I feel like you have to stick with it. Like, I feel like there's something that's coming up that's, like, I feel like maybe you feel like it's getting hard, but I feel like you just need to push through. Like, stick with it. Like, there's full force. Like, you need to go full force, full speed ahead, okay? All right. So I think what maybe you're worried about with this is like a foundation, okay? Like making it more stable. So maybe if you just focus on stability in your life or stability in this project, whatever it is that you're working on, and know that, okay, if you're feeling a lack of inspiration and that's what's kind of keeping you back, then I feel like you just need to find some inspiration and then keep moving forward. I don't feel like a lack of inspiration is supposed to say any way, shape, or form that we have to stop what we're doing. I feel like it's more of like, okay, like ding dong, like let's change avenues. You're done with this. Like let's keep going. Don't be afraid to change, okay? And I feel like by changing, it's almost like you're establishing a foundation. You're like creating the different avenues of like who you are. You know, it's like building the root system as you go. Okay. So if you'd like a reading, you just have to say your name. Just say your first name so I know who I'm talking to. Oh. So, Kay's got jokes. That's what it says. I got the King of Cups in reverse looking at me like, whoa, you're a little heartless. You're being a little heartless right now. Okay. Stephanie. Hey, Steph. How are you? All right. Oh. Okay, so are you okay? I know you want things to look up, but I feel like right now you might be overcome with the fact that you cannot control another individual. I feel like there's another person's energy that you are like presented with. It's actually more. I feel like you're taking on a lot of energies of people. And it's very possible that you're kind of, are you being pushed into like you're a healer? Like you're a healer. You're being pushed into that. There's a lot of energy around you of people that are like making you feel like it's almost like the energy of other people's problems is dragging you down. And I feel like you need to separate yourself from them. I don't even know even if it's a partner, if it's a sibling, if it's a parent, you know, walk the F away from that. Walk away, okay? Walk away from their energy because I feel like they're just dragging you down. Like, you can't fix them, and you cannot fix the relationship between you as a 100%, all of the above. So a sibling, a parent, and it is. Okay, did I miss any? Or like, I love Stephanie. I feel like we always have a good connection when I read her energy. So yeah. Okay, you can only control a relationship 50% of the way. You cannot take a step further, but you can say to people, these are my boundaries. I am here for you if you need me, and this is how I can help you, but I can't help you if you don't want a solution. I'm here to help you, provide you with a solution, not to continuously soak in the negativity or the karmic circle that they're in. Okay? Step away. Step away. All right. Caitlin. Hi, Caitlin. How are you? She got some solar plexus hearts going on right there. Yellow. Okay. All right. So I feel like maybe, were you here for this dark feminine reading? Because I feel really drawn to telling you that there may be some things in some like other people's words that are kind of bringing you down. Like you can't live up to their expectations. And I feel like you need to kind of step away from that. Like, I feel like you need to apply more reason to why you do things daily. Like, what is driving you to do them? Why you're doing them? Are you doing them for you? Like, are you, because our energy and our intent in whatever we do for someone, like, even if you make yourself believe doing a favor for another person that you're going to feel good about it. Maybe you end up resenting it because you get caught in traffic or whatever. Maybe you weren't meant to do it. Maybe you were just trying to please them in the first place. Like all of that karmically is going to continue into everything that you do. So like you need to really take a step back and really start to think of like the beginning of like, okay, all right, I'm a nice person. Yeah, I want to do this for this person, but why am I doing it? Just because I don't want to look like I'm not a nice person? Like, I think it's more of like the words of people around you. More self-reflection. Definitely more self-reflection, okay? It's kind of like surrendering to yourself, I feel like even more. Like this is the judgment. Like surrender to like who you really are, who you really want to be. Like focus on you. Oh, you guys saying like you don't get my notifications?
We don't, none of us. Not Laurel, not SJ.
It's okay. It's Mercury in retrograde.
Exactly.
It's whatever. I'm working on my Patreon, and you know, like if it takes 3 more weeks to get out to people, you know, like it is weird because on my just for example, like when I post videos yesterday, they only got like 100 views. Like 4 or 5 of my videos got like 120 views and stopped right there.
Your TikTok videos?
Yeah, my TikTok videos.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even see them until like way later.
So something's like super delayed. It's Mercury in retrograde, guys. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Techie issues.
I know, but you know what? I'm hoping that like all the videos that I made for my Patreon will get to you guys, like when they're divinely supposed to, when we're not in Mercury in retrograde. So it's something that you stick with because I don't want to force you into it. I know you won't stay long. I know you might procrastinate on it, okay? Because right now during Mercury in retrograde, we're supposed to be like finishing old projects, things that we started we didn't have time for, which whenever I say shit to you guys, like I get images of everything I have to do in my head. And this is like, I have to redo my family's snip feed, like the Maike's in motion, because we're going to be mobile and I'm going to be doing a lot more filming with like my family and our YouTube channel, and we'll have a snip feed, but I mean, it's not like anything like I use my snip feed. So you love my hair? Where? Thank you. Thank you. I love it too.
At least you started Patreon.
Yes, definitely. Yes, thank you. Spiritualjourney.444 is here. That's SJ. I call her SJ, Serendipity Jade, and she is also a psychic tarot reader. So I think she has some specials going on right now. If you guys, anyone is interested in helping her grow, like remember I said, like I'm turning myself into a coach. You guys read my name. You guys probably like, who the hell is Intuitive Coach 22? And that is the person that I am transforming into, and I'm leaving behind that old part of me. And like, I got to tell you guys some fears of mine, because you might be presented with leaving like old parts and pieces of you behind too. I have 44% of my phone right now. I'm just saying. Okay. And like I'm in a book. And it's published with my Intuitive Healer 22 and TikTok information, Instagram information, all that stuff. So like parts and pieces of me feared like letting that go or leaving that behind, because I was like, oh, people won't find me, blah, blah, blah. But like, that's just irrational, because if I'm out in the public, people are going to find me. Like if I'm out, you know what I mean? Maybe I just force you to do that. And I was trying also to find a way to like get rid of the scammers and shit. And like, I don't think any of the new ones are going to have like my bald head. And you guys will all know that they're fake accounts, you know. So, yeah, Jocelyn. Yeah, here we go. Let me just check on here to see if I do have any readings. I did upload everyone's readings if you got a reading yesterday. Ooh, I have one. Natalie. Okay. Oh, goodness. Natalie. I don't actually think Natalie purchased right now, because I just looked. I mean, it's my first time I looked in here today, and it's a health scan, a medical scan. So that is not the special. But I will do a $22 reading live for you if you would like. Okay. So let's do Jocelyn. Okay. Okay, so I need you, Jocelyn, I need you to go back into childhood, and I need you to think about where your parents described you as rebellious. I need you to go back and think about when you maybe pushed back on authority figures. And I feel like you're being called to heal. You're being called to heal that, like your energy of it, because I feel like you weren't disobedient. Like you were not a disobedient kid. You were just trying to be yourself. Like there's something about you just being expressive, and then almost kind of like trying to do it to a degree that people would label you as being rebellious. And I feel like it comes from like, I'm getting like your foundation, but like almost like it was wobbly, like it wasn't a good foundation to set like your idealistics about yourself on. So go back and really think about the things that people said were bad, like maybe, gosh, I don't know, maybe you didn't want to go to school, maybe you found it boring, maybe you were loud and people told you to be quiet or stop talking. And like you started to really suppress those things. Like you really started to hold on to things and believe people that those are pieces and parts of you. But really what was happening is like they just couldn't handle you. they were triggered by just you being yourself, which is like, now you're doing that. Like now you're being called to do that as an adult, because you can handle your shit, because you're an adult and you understand how fucking life works, you know, like, so let's see, this makes perfect sense. I was a very quiet child with controlling parents. See, like they could not handle you. And I feel like what you're being asked to do, like you can find those pieces of you that you're like, okay, who am I supposed to be? Go back and think about the things they didn't let you do. Think about the things that they, maybe tried to, maybe like you got yelled something a lot, or they told you something a lot, like be quiet or whatever the case was. Like go back and see how those words could have trained you or programmed you. And also what you can do, this is like a good idea for everybody actually, is like look at the things that your parents pushed you to do and realize that those are probably things that they never succeeded in, and those are probably never really supposed to be parts of you. So it's okay to shed those too, especially if you're struggling with your individuality right now. Walk away from that shit. Like walk away from those accolades. Okay? Like it's, you know, I have degrees and I have awards in athletics and fucking master's degrees and shit. And like, I can't put them up. Like, something never let me put them up on a wall and stare at them. Like, I just felt like it was so superficial because I was the one getting the degrees and doing the shit. And I felt like I was, you know, like doing the shit for other people. Like doing the athletics for other people. Like, yeah, it's cool to get an award, but how the fuck did I end up being an athlete in college anyway? Like, you got to think back to like when it started and how it started. You know, I don't think any child wants to devote their entire life to hockey unless their parents are like, you put so much money, we put so much money into this, you're doing it, you know, like that pushing thing. So I think it's okay to let go of those pieces and parts of you that you thought were you. Like, even yesterday, even if you thought that was you yesterday, it might not be you now. Yeah. So, all right. That was like a message to everyone in the world.
Thank you.
Carla, sure. Okay, let's do Carla. Okay, so I feel like I'm seeing there's this connection, a block from your solar plexus to your throat chakra, and I feel like it's weird. It's like it's not necessarily the body. You're like, shut the fuck up. Jess is pulling cards as soon as I'm doing these readings and then like matching instantly. Okay, so it's not like you're not speaking, but I feel like you're not like speaking like the true person that you are or your truth, like from your solar plexus. Like, I feel like you're doing well, like, and you're growing as far as like speaking out, like learning to have a voice. I feel like you're doing great at that, but I feel like there's a connection that is kind of lost. It has to do with your heart chakra is in the fucking middle, and it has to do with you loving those pieces of you and then speaking about how I feel like you have to speak about injustices that may have been keeping you from being this person, and like where you didn't love yourself, or maybe, you know, lacked the love around you, and maybe how you supplemented that love for yourself of what you could control entering your body or on your body, like food or clothes. Like, there's this connection that is like, I'm fucking staring me in the face. Like, do some solar plexus heart chakra work and then speak about it, talk about it, like transform people's lives with it and let them know that they're not alone. Because what's going to happen is you're going to trigger other people's healing just by speaking about it. So yeah, there's that connection. Like I said, like, you're doing really good with the speaking aspect of it, but you got to bring some more solar plexus and like loving that person. You know, really loving you now is going to help you understand, like, what don't you like about yourself? Like, what, you know, those pieces that you don't like about yourself, that's not meant to be a part of you. Like, you're not meant to just, like, accept it. You're meant to understand it. If that makes sense. Sorry, sometimes I forget to watch the comments. You're like right on the comments, aren't you? Oh, look, we're growing in numbers. We're growing. So all I'm going to say is I'll probably jump off once my family gets here, but we'll go live until then. But I did go live on Sanctuary today. So if anybody is looking to get like some awesome free information on like their birth chart and astrology in general and understanding astrology, I've told a few of my friends about this. It's called Sanctuary World. It's a triangle, and you can download that like in your app store. And put in your birth chart information, and then you'll get all kinds of stuff about your birth chart and daily readings by your sun sign. You can get tarot pulls or whatever. And then if you want to connect to mediums and psychics, they go live on there. Whoever goes on goes live, and you can connect if somebody's online. And then on my downtime, I basically connect, and I'm kind of hanging out online myself. So go on there. You'll see a picture of me, and it's the same picture you see here on Intuitive Coach. Okay? Okay. Are you ready for the lunar eclipse? It's my baby's first birthday, too. I don't know. Like, I know this is going to be like a supercharged letting go of something.
Power of 3 full moons.
Yeah. Okay. Whew. Power of 3 full moons, Jess said. Like, I did a dark feminine eclipse reading that's connected to my YouTube. You can find that just by going to the link in my bio and scrolling all the way down until you see the meta movement. And that's like the last video that I posted. I did that last night. And there's some things that I definitely feel like we need to be letting go of, like, energetically, and stop thinking and fearing like that things are going to be letting go, like, physically. Like, I feel like we have this fear. And I feel like when we fear a physical letting go, then we're actually not letting something else come in. Because it's really the energy of that object that changes our life and how it makes us feel. You know, we don't crave a car because we like the smell of motor oil. We crave a car because it allows us freedom to go where we want, when we want to go. We don't crave a house because we want to sit and clean it all day. I mean, we crave the house because it is a security that nobody's going to make us leave or move. You know, like, there's some type of security in that. I guess if it's all paid for, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if there's a difference. I don't know. I don't own a house. But, I mean, I don't know. I own land, but not, I mean, kind of, you know. Let's see. Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Let's do a reading for Colleen. Okay. Yeah, so that lunar eclipse is like, it's a blood moon too. So we're going to have some great visuals. But it's at like midnight, 15th through the 16th. Katie has no choice. She has to leave something of her behind for me. Like, yeah. So, Laurel, you're going to come meet Jess, and I'll leave a box for you. I just made this one for a customer. I hope you're not in here. But I'm on it, working on it. So the chakra crystal is here, and like multi-point quartz, and these aren't the crystals. But I'll show you some of the things that I have. This is some Mexican onyx. This is super great for like strength of like pursuing your goals and things like that. I love amethyst. I have so much amethyst. And here's some rose quartz. Here's some rose quartz. This is a heart. I think I only have like 5 boxes left. This is
Laurel's birthday too.
When?
The 15th.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, this is malachite and azurite. This is like the stone of transformation, people. Like, your life transforms. Not as quickly as moldavite, but pretty darn quickly. Oh, the Mexican onyx. Ooh. All right. Didn't I say I was going to do a message for Colleen? Let's do this. Oh, they're like, the card's right there, Colleen. Oh, okay. Repressed blocks. All right. All right. So I'm getting like, if you're feeling like you don't fully like allow people to see who you are, like, I'm getting like masks down, like you don't, there's still things that have shame. Okay. And I feel like there's, a lot of repressed blocks, like from childhood, and you may see those in like, as an adult, like you're just guarded in those areas. Okay. Like you're guarded to, you know, maybe in unconditional love, or letting that wall down of like loving someone or something, and then them kind of like destroying or taking that from you and feeling heartbroken. So I just feel like you need to look at the areas of your life where you put up walls. Okay. Like, these aren't boundaries. I don't feel like they're boundaries. I feel like they're walls, and like they're emotional almost. And I feel like by looking at those is how, and then going back into like childhood, that's how you can kind of start to uncover the healing aspect of your life, of your journey, like where you're meant to go in healing. Okay. Someone says the mic is awesome. You can hear it well. Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one too.
I love it.
Awesome.
I don't know how much it is right now. I don't even want to tell you like what I got it for, because it was probably on sale or something. It was such a good price. But I'll put a link up in my bio for you guys. It is great. I can go like anywhere. Okay. All right. Stephanie has a reading. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to do this reading for Stephanie, okay? It says, her girls, Autumn and Gwen, are graduating high school in 17 days. What do you see next for them? Okay, I'm going to have to focus separately because I'm already thinking that I feel like a separation of, like, soul path. Like, one of them is going to have, like, a life of, like, okay. Shit, I gotta start recording this. Hi, Stephanie. Thank you so much for booking. So we're gonna look at the energy of your girls, Autumn and Gwen, as they move forward in their life after they graduate. And I pulled the Page of Swords, so I do feel like there's going to be, like, I feel like, okay, I'm feeling a separation of energy, first of all, okay? I feel like one's going to be very ambitious, and one's going to be curious, yet kind of, like, staying close, or is going to have, like, a completely different, okay, let me focus on, Gwen's energy just feels more driven, and I feel like she wants to, like, venture out or venture far. Let me see what I can pull a card for her. I do definitely feel like studiousness, but I don't know if it's both the same way, because I keep feeling like there's a lot of emotions involved. And then I get something to do heartbreak. So, or inconsistency of some sort. Okay, so what I focus on... Who was I just focusing on? Goodness. All right. So I think you can probably pinpoint who's going to be going where. But I feel like one might have to do with a relationship. And there's going to be some type of, like, I don't know, like, if she's going to follow him. Like, I don't know if there's some type of energy, like, with another person that I feel like... And I feel like the other one is going to, like, isolate and withdraw a little bit. Okay? I do feel like there is travel in it for at least one of them. I do feel like one of them wants to travel. And I feel like the other, there's, like, a group of people that they're going to be, like, getting close with, or getting, like, I don't know if it's, like, a work or if it's school related, but I feel like it's related on some level to her. Okay. I hope this helps you. Thank you so much for booking. Oh. Are you pulling cards at the same time?
Yeah, I got Aries and Earth on it.
Like, it was so hard reading both at the same time, but I did feel like a separate of energies, but I couldn't tell you, like, exactly who was going to who. But I felt like they were separating. One, another person was involved, and the other felt a little isolated, I felt like. But
I wonder if they're fire and earth element. That would be cool.
If they're fire and earth?
Yeah.
I think they're twins. They're twins. Laura said, yes, Gwen wants to travel.
They are twins.
I'm sorry that I couldn't distinguish them both, but I definitely felt like a separation of their energies. Like, are they, since we're just kind of hanging out talking stuff, would you describe them as having the same interests, or would you describe them as someone, as, like, having completely separate interests, maybe, but, like, liking to do the same, liking to be together? You know, there's, like, a difference, I feel like. Yeah, like these kind of came out like I don't know, I felt so studious with school, but like and kind of like a relationship that wasn't like super grounded maybe.
That's what I feel from that.
And then like this one was like, how dare you leave me? I'm going to be alone.
I pulled that one. I came
Oh, you did?
at the same exact time, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh.
It's almost like one is going to be kind of upset that the other is leaving. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Oh. But thank you so much, Stephanie. Thanks for booking. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys. I need to eat. My stomach is rumbling, and I've been only trying to... Huh?
Fig bars.
We need a fig bar. I've been trying to only eat when I'm like super hungry during a certain time of the day. You know, and I mean, I heard people talk about 18-hour fast, but really what it is like eating during the 6 hours of the day that your metabolism is the fastest. And that's really like how I feel like my body has been like shedding, and I eat whatever I feel connected to eat during that time, and I feel like it has a good effect on my body. So, oh yes, thanks. I would love for you guys to join my Patreon. I actually just recorded a few more videos this morning. I'm going to edit them and put them up. So this is how my Patreon works. I have 3 levels, and it's basically a learning platform. So instead of trying to book and schedule time with me, you can go on there and pay monthly. It starts at $11 a month. You can do everything you want in 1 month, or you can hang out and wait for more videos because I'll upload every week. Or you can just kind of hang out and wait to join in June when it restarts, because I think it like charges monthly like at the beginning of the month. So if you're thinking about doing it, even at the end of the month, I would just wait a week, just saying. So. Oh yes, Jess is part of my Patreon. Thanks so much for being part of my Patreon.
I really much enjoy it. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Let me just tell you a couple of things on there. I mean, you get weekly journal prompts. We talk about tarot. I put little cards up that I've helped to create, and I'm hoping to release my own deck soon. So keep an eye out for that, guys. But thanks so much for joining and sticking around for this reading today. And I'll leave the $22 special up all the rest of the day if you guys feel like coming back and booking. All right. Thank you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here, SJ.